Globalization, the essential basis of which is the information revolution, has a great influence on all spheres of human life: the economy, politics, culture, language, education, moral development, inter-ethnic relations, etc. All these areas being involved in speeding up the pace of development and exchange of information acquire quantitatively new features. Globalization requires from local cultures and values not unconditioned submission, but selective perception and selective development of new experience of other countries using constructive dialogues with them. This is especially necessary for young independent states of the former Soviet Union, which one is Ukraine. Today, Ukraine is involved only in the little bit in the process of globalization. We have to do alone and difficult way. But now, looking at the emerging bicycle parking, listening to today's youth culture of speech, being able to involve in interesting international programs, I strongly believe that everything will be good.
Since 1989, globalization had a big impact on Romania, economically, socially, culturally. Multinational corporations have been opened branches in Bucharest especially. They provide a lot of workplaces, even though there is a trend for encouraging people to encourage local businesses to buy products made in Romania. Some of them are a bit more expensive and not everyone can afford. For example, Romanian cosmetics or traditionally made products like fruit jam. Culturally speaking, after being quite sheltered before the revolution in 1989, Romanian people embraced what they thought American or Western European values were. Technology is used by everyone in the younger generation, but even in the older ones learn how to use smartphones, laptops and the internet. Many of them to communicate with their children, grandchildren that live in other countries. American cinematography is very popular. Most of the movies broadcast on TV are from that area. Also, most Romanian people learn how to speak the English language. Something that helps is the fact that movies are not dubbed in Romanian.
The impact of globalization on culture in Bulgaria is huge. Nowadays, we can find almost everything from the modern world in our country. Does not matter if we talk about food, music or TV or art, our culture is much more different than before. There is no area which wasn't changed from the globalization. Of course, we are very thankful for this process because now we are living in society where we have freedom of choices. We can travel whenever we want to and to discover the new cultures. For me, globalization is one of the most important things in the world.